Monchique is a range of lush, green mountains in the Algarve. They are known for their thermal springs and the curative properties of their water, which has brought about an influx of health resorts and spas into the area in recent years. On the west they rise to 902 metres, at the highest point in Foya. Monchique is the main town in the mountains, but we're going to start at Caldas do Monchique, 6 kilometres south. Caldas do Monchique has been known for its healing waters since as far back as Roman times. It's a beautiful place, laying in the shade of giant eucalyptus trees and surrounded by rocky outcrops. The quaint main square is where you'll find the Termas do Monchique Spa Hotel, as well as a few shops and bars. Up the hill from the hotel, you'll find a beautiful shady park, crisscrossed with paths that lead you to various waterfalls, pools and springs, the most famous of which is the Fontu dos Amores, or Lover's Spring. Between the main square and the new pool is the Bouvet, an odd-looking cylindrical building where you can drink the waters as they issue from the ground, untouched by human hand. The water smells very strongly of sulphur though, so you'll need a very strong stomach to try it. When leaving the village, head in the direction of Monchique. Just before you reach it, turn right along the N267 towards Algarve. Along this road there is a turnoff which will lead you to Picota, the second highest point in the Sierra do Monchique at 774 metres. It offers a fantastic view of the Algarve right the way to the coastline. Return to the N267 and carry on until you reach Algarve, a typically unspoiled Algarvian village of white houses with flowers by the door. It dates back to medieval times, a fact that is evident in the arch design of its church. The church's newly tiled front looks out over the village square, which is lined with shops and cafes. Head back along the N267 to the town of Monchique, located between the two rocky massifs of Foya and Picota. This town hasn't really changed in the last 100 years. It's still very much a rustic mountain town, with steep cobbled streets and craft shops. The main square has been modernised, but it's still in keeping with the rest of the architecture. The Igreja Matriz, with its ornate Madeleine doorway, is just up from the main square. A narrow side street, Rua de Igreja, leads from the Igreja a Matriz to the Igreja a São Sebastião, a more modest looking church. Follow Rua São Gil from here to reach the Igreja do Misericordia. Its carvings are its main artistic attractions. On the other side of town, to the northwest, is the hermitage of Senhor dos Passos, which houses a life-size statue of Jesus Christ. The charming ruins of a Franciscan monastery, which dates back to the 17th century, sit high on a hill overlooking the town. It's a very peaceful place to visit, surrounded by trees, and offers amazing views over the surrounding countryside. Monchique has become quite famous for its local crafts and products. There are many craft shops all over town. Casa dos Arcos is probably the most well known, and there is a craft market here on the second Friday of every month. Wooden scissor chairs are a very popular buy. Their design is said to come from Roman times. Furniture, clay pots, tapestries, smoked ham, sausages, and many other handmade items are available too. If you like honey, then Monchique's pure nectar is a little taste of heaven. And don't miss your chance to try mudronho, the local firewater made from the fruit of the arbutus bushes. This stuff will blow your socks off. Back on the N266, follow the signs to Maramalit, a very typical Portuguese mountain village. It is popular with farmers due to the very fertile soil here and is completely surrounded by lush fields and wild flowers. Pay a visit to the Igreja a Matriz while you're here and then head up the hill to the Capela do San Antonio for a great view back over the village. Going south of Maramalit in the direction of Lagouche will bring you to the Barragem de Bravura, one of the most picturesque reservoirs in the Algarve, enclosed by densely wooded hills. There is a seasonal cafe and a viewpoint on one side of the reservoir, and from here you can follow a path that leads right across the top of the dam. If you are staying in Lagos, you can start this trip from there,